production.
Yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is. Two times. Come on now. Y'all know what time it is. Orange juice and a blunt for breakfast, man. We back with the Monday episode, 100% Monday morning. Take out the trash, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. 100%. Hope your morning starting out great. 100%. Hope you had a great weekend. I know it went by too fast. 100%. But hopefully the work week go by fast so we can do it again and enjoy the weekend. 100%, man. We are the digital newspaper, fellas. Me, Bogey, and Slim. Shout out to our main man, Slim. From a fan's perspective on YouTube, Boogie Vision 45 on the gram, 100%. Y'all know, matter of fact, let me pull that up. Y'all know what time it is, 100%, man. Top of the morning, big bro. What's going on with you, my G? 100%. Skull Gang in the building, man. Oh, my mama. We gonna fire it up with the new promo from the neonpeacockmerch.com. We're gonna fire it up with a slap from our big bro. What's going on with you, big bro? Top of the morning, man.
Shit, man. I didn't realize it was on. You know what I mean? Feeling pretty good, you know what I mean? Monday morning mentality, you know what I mean? We motivated to get it. Let's go.
Come on now, 100%, man. Let the people know where they can find you at, big bro.
Shit, you know, very elusive. You're not gonna be able to find me. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? But you can find me on the Gen Wealth Net _ all one word on the Instagram and Gen Wealth Net on YouTube. You know, all separate on YouTube.
Talk about it. Good looking King. Oh, good looking Minnesota Den. I appreciate that. I had the wrong.
Oh yeah, and my bad too, because we was chopping it. We was doing we was chopping it.
No, he said
my shit auto drafted, but it took Kyler Gordon. I like that pick. That's off my queue. I was like, all right, we're doing that.
Oh my mama.
You know why I like Kyler Gordon this year?
Good looking, big bro. On everything. Yeah, I had some static coming from my shit. They said.
Oh, that was definitely me. That was I left my microphone next to the fucking the woo wop, and it's like the woo wop is like rattling and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So look at this. I like Kyler Gordon a lot this year because he's already been like good for fantasy purposes, playing like a nickel / like safety type of hybrid woo wop, right? Then now they got Dennis Allen over there, and they had this regime just paid Kyler Gordon or this GM. They paid Kyler Gordon, so they're going to use him. But Dennis Allen, he get in there and he talking about. He wanted to use him like he used CJ GJ, and I don't like that because they're not physically, but like, yeah, just the way, you know, where you're gonna have him in the box and you're gonna have him drop into coverage and you're gonna have him, you know what I mean? You're just gonna move him around, have him doing all kind of shit, not just like playing a nickel. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
Yeah, I like that a lot. You know what I mean? Especially for somebody getting around 40, whatever the fuck.
It's facts, bro. 100%.
Yeah, and I've been getting God. I waited a long time. I've been getting God and fucking my Tyke Smiths and all the, you know what I mean? All the Jordan battles, all the I waited on, they all got swooped a long time ago. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, Tyke, one of my guys, 100%. I got a lot of shares of bread.
Straight up nickel. He's gonna be money for us again.
Oh my man.
Fantasy.
Let's go ahead and play a message from our sponsor, and we're gonna play a slap from you, and we're gonna kick this bitch up.
Yeah.
100%. We'll be right back, y'all.
Bang.
Gang.
man. Telling you.
Blast from the past back to our roots. Dash for the cash, stack in the blue. Fletcher Reed, I'm the absolute truth. Big dreams, so we had to pursue. Strapped with a tool. Feel the wrath of my crew. Clock scritch when my palms itch. Beat off the hate, going hard in the paint. If your name ain't God, I don't answer to you. Look to me. Bogard, Scott free. Luckily, I got the answer for you. See they trying like a sound. Look young, I got the password for you. Feeling life's game. Smoke a backwood with you, smoke a back with it too. Show you how to maintain, so you never go astray. I done lay down the path for you.
Yes, sir. NeonPeacockMerch.com, man. Make sure you go over there and get locked in what Big Brad got going on, man, 100%. And make sure you go slide over to your digital platform, man, wherever you be slapping your music from, man, and get Big Brad on your motherfucking shit, man. He be coming with them isms 100%. Not only do he got isms in fantasy, but, man, he be dropping them isms in your ear on wax 100%, man.
You know
on my mouth.
Every time I hear that one, too, because, you know, the beat's going to bring out a different flow. You know what I mean?
Come on now, you wrote that
however,
motherfucker.
That's how I feel on that one.
Oh my mama, you wrote that motherfucker perfectly. Pause.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was on some kind of double time type of chopping. You know what I mean?
Smoke a backwood with you. Smoke a backwood. Damn it! Now see, I done got froze.
Yeah, you know, when I was listening to it again right now, I was like, I rocked that whole scheme the whole way. I said, trifecta, we blast from the past back to our roots in a dash for the cash, stacking up loot. Fletcher Reed, I'm the absolute truth. Big dreams, so we had to pursue. Strapped with a tool, feel the wrath of my crew. Clock scritch when my palms itch. I feed off the hate, going hard in the paint. If your name ain't God, I don't answer to you. See the kids look to me. Bogard, Scott free. Luckily, I got the answers for you. See they trying to lock us out, but look, young, I got the password for you. Finley's thing. Smoke a backwood with you, smoke a backwood or two. Show you how to maintain so you never go astray. I done lay down the path for you.
Real game. Real game.
But it
I done laid down the path.
Back to our roots, back to it. It's just, you know,
come on now.
It's all the same.
I loved how you ended it, pause, because you said, you know, you're giving the game. I laid it down. That's the foundation right there.
Smoke a back with it too, because that's what we're finna be doing while we're smoking.
Oh, my mama chopping game.
Here getting high. You know what I mean?
That's
show you how to maintain so you never go astray. I done lay down the path for you.
That's some game, bro.
It is.
It sound like some shit your dad would say.
Yeah, but it's in some ill bars though, right?
On my 100%. Realism. On my mama. Them is facts.
Yeah, should be going over motherfuckers' head. You know what I mean?
Come on now, 100%. But that's what it's meant to do, because you're gonna try and figure that shit out.
You gotta, and that was always my shit as a kid. You turn that bitch back. What did he just say right there?
100%.
Oh shit! You start.
That was mandatory as a kid, and then reading once you bought the CD or the tape, reading the credits was a mandatory. My mama, you want to hear the shout outs. You want to see who made the beat. You want to see who had writing credentials on that motherfucker. All types of shit.
Who they shouting out is my favorite one though. The shout out section, man. Because if you didn't get shout out, they didn't love you. Oh, did you peep that Wayne?
Right.
The Carter 6 got some joints on there. It's like, first of all, everyone's like, oh, it's trash. I'm like, well, what do you want it to be? The greatest album of all time? Just because it's Lil Wayne? It's like, and then, it goes back to like I love mixtape Wheezy. And like, the Carters was cool. You know what I mean? But I like joints on all over the place from the Carters. But like this one, they had some couple joints, but he definitely, he threw a shot. It's like it's super non-subtle, but it's also non like he just, because they flipped Rock the Bells.
Yeah.
And you know how LL comes in there. LL Cool J is hard as hell. Murder anybody MC fail. But he comes in LIL Wayne hard as hell. And he does his whole scheme, right? Murder everybody, even Dot as well. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
On my mama.
You think Dot's too way up here to not respond like that? To not like, just, you know what I mean? Because you know, for someone like Lil Wayne, that'd be
I downloaded it, but I haven't listened to it yet. See, I have to listen to it in my headphones, or if I'm in the car on a long trip. You feel me? That's the only way I can listen to shit. You know what I mean? I just can't slap it at home on the Bluetooth and really just, you know what I mean? There's no way I can do it.
Wayne. It's still, you know, bars referencing eating vagina and shitting on things, and you know, eating things like eating rappers, like various things. You know, like it's the same way stuff we should expect from Wayne. You know what I mean? Like, but when I know what to expect, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, he does have this one song where it's called I think it's I Am the Goat.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he kind of on there chopping, but that one was kind of felt like he was going at Kendrick too, but like more so it was like just a declaration, I'm the GOAT. You know what I mean? But the reason why I say it could be taken as going at Kendrick is because Kendrick had a song "I'm the Greatest of All Time" on his last joint. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And on that song, he does reference Wayne. He says, Wayne, remember he said, I had my Rollie chain. I was let down when I let my hero Wayne down or something like that. Some bullshit. I'm paraphrasing.
Oh my mama. Now I got to go. Now I got to go do some homework. I really got to go slap this album. 100%.
The first 7 is dope.
And then it's just,
I haven't gone past really that first 7.
What is it like? 20 of them bitches, 19 of them joints on there.
Because the first, he's rapping as fuck on them first 7. I mean, like I said, like that. The first 7 really got some joints on there, like where he's, because I like rap. He's on there rapping, doing a little Wayne. Reminds me of like No Ceilings Wayne, or like Sorry for the Wait Wayne. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Sorry for the Wait 1 and 2 is my shit. Oh my mama.
It's just like, and they even had some shit where it's like some AI, where it's like it's a song like Mr. Carter, that's the Carter, and it's like,
is that right?
Clearly, yeah, they use like AI to create a song, then they sampled it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I seen Parks talking about that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Word. Yeah, because see, Parks would know because he's a sound engineer / producer.
Yeah, Parks broke it down. He said that shit was trash because usually, you know, when you do an old school flip, you really got to play into it. And somebody brought up like how Styles P to Get High, that fit with that sample that they made, you know. And
I mean, it was Alchemist. That was an Alchemist beat too.
Oh my mama, it was somebody else that they used as an example for the
level.
But they say that, and see, like I said, I ain't heard it, so I've been trying to stay away from, you know, just the reviews of that shit. But when it said that Joe and them have, you know, broke it down, and it's a 2-part thing because I think it was a Patreon episode, so the episode ain't out yet. So, you know, motherfuckers, they'll go in there and go record that shit, and it only be only audio. You feel me? And they did break it down on my mama. Other than that, I've been trying to stay away from that shit. One of my cousins, shout out cousin Kia, 100%. She a big Wayne fan like me. She texted me Saturday morning or Friday night. We was texting back and forth, and she kept telling me how trash that shit was and how much he fell off. But she just as big fan of as I am. 100%.
It's like, what do we like? Okay, the Carter 5, he was on there rapping as fuck too, but it hella went unnoticed because you know it got dragged out and delayed for years because of the goddamn
the lawsuit.
What's up?
Because of the lawsuit?
Yeah, the lawsuit, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah,
oh,
so, you know what I mean? Then it comes out, and then now it comes out quote unquote independently or on whatever label that pushed them.
Republic,
still a form of Universal. Yeah, I think it's Universal Republic now.
Yep.
And but see, it's like, okay, cool, but they're not really gonna put no push behind you. They're just gonna try to bank on the fact that you're Lil Wayne and you have the name value. It is.
See,
It
but
probably
see,
is
and that's
humble.
the thing too, though. See, Brody got to come with some type of visuals or something because just the music alone ain't gonna push. It ain't gonna do what it needs to
There's a couple
do.
videos out. I think you got
Oh,
one
it's
with
a
like
couple
X the
videos
plug.
out. See, that's how late I am. Pause.
Yeah, X the
100%.
plug.
On
You,
my
you know
mama.
what I'm talking about the fat rapper from Dallas.
Yep.
Hey,
On my mama. We got ear to the streets in the building. What's up, big bro?
what's up, ear?
Peacock in the building. What's up, Peacock? Oh my mama, we got Bakes in the building. What's up, big bro?
Big Bakes.
Top of the morning, man. Let's go ahead and kick this shit off, man. This shit, we gonna go to Bogey's home soil right here for some cold case files from 40, 50 years ago, I think they said.
I didn't do it. I'm just saying.
We wasn't even thought of around this
Well, come
motherfucker,
on.
so we definitely didn't do it. Everything.
I might not even been in the Sackaroo yet.
Come on now. 100%. Here we go, y'all. Let's get it.
A cold case murder solved. Diane Peterson, a San Jose teacher, was found stabbed to death in a hallway of her school. And for decades, her case went unsolved. Until today, nearly 50 years later. Investigators now say they finally know who committed the crime. The Santa Clara County DA's cold case unit announced today it located a relative who says the killer confessed to them, but it stayed silent. KTVU Fox 2 reporter Mark Sayers live at the DA's cold case office in Palo Alto with those details. Mark?
Well, Claudine, this homicide occurred on the campus of Branham High School in South San Jose back in 1978. And the perpetrator, who has now been formally named, has been a suspect essentially the entire time. Cold case detectives only in the last month located a relative who had heard a confession and never spoke up. It was June 16th of 1978 when the body of teacher Diane Peterson was found in a hallway near her classroom at Branham High School. It was the day after school had let out for the summer, and Peterson was on campus wrapping up the year.
She was killed with a single stab wound, and a student at the time was walking by and actually saw Miss Peterson and heard her cry for help.
That student was able to help police create this sketch of the suspect, but the perpetrator now named in the case, Harry Nickerson, was never a student at Branham. What he was doing on the campus and the motive for the killing remain unknown. Detectives at the time speculated the teacher may have stumbled upon a drug deal.
Mr. Nickerson was identified as a suspect very early on in the investigation.
It sounds offensive when they say that guy's name.
Arrested on a totally unrelated case 4 days after Diane's murder. And when he went to the police department, he spontaneously accused the police officers of trying to pin the murder of the teacher on him.
In the 1980s, another witness told police about a confession and a very unusual knife.
And he showed me the knife that he used. And according to the witness, Mr. Nickerson carved the words "teacher dear" into the knife handle.
Nickerson died in 1993, but in recent years, the cold case unit reopened this case, and when forensic evidence went cold, they went looking for any living relatives of Nickerson using old-fashioned detective work.
It was very unusual. It's both surprising and refreshing and also encouraging that old-fashioned police work can still solve crime.
In a statement, the Campbell Union High School District said, though the events of this case took place decades ago and prior to our current leadership, we recognize the seriousness of the incident and the impact it may have had on those connected to the school at the time. We hope this resolution brings peace and closure to the victim's family and to all of those affected. Now, prosecutors would not release the exact relationship between.
Shout out to them because, like, I'm pretty sure the people who ended up solving the case eventually didn't even have anything to do with the case to begin with. You know what I mean? Like that went through generations. So it's like, you know what I mean? This is somebody bringing closure to, something that probably haunted a family for a long time. You know, back then too, it'd be scary to hear some shit like that. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit. You know what I mean? That was still during the era when motherfuckers would leave their doors unlocked too. This dude just walked into a random school. Didn't even go to the school or nothing. Just one of them.
And they thought that she walked in on a drug deal. That's what the kind of thought was.
See, this would never happen in my city if Batman was there.
Oh my.
You know what I'm saying? But all jokes aside, I mean, it's obviously terrible, but it's awesome that they figured it out, bro. And that goes to show, man, even some shit 50 years ago, bro. You know what I mean? I guess, and it's more than circumstantial too, right? They have, you know what I mean? Now they've located some family too. They're pretty sure they're gonna get some DNA and be able to.
Oh well, yeah, that's what they said. They got because at the end of the story, they said they didn't want to. The police didn't want to reveal what family member they got the DNA from. But yeah,
of course, imagine somebody knock on your door and they go, "Hey, excuse me, we have a court-ordered subpoena for your DNA." Why? Because you might be related to a murderer in a cold case file.
Yeah, that's how they got the boy here in Sacramento. What's that motherfucking name that they just got like a few years ago? What they dubbed him as? The Golden State Killer or some shit like that.
Oh, word.
Yeah, they got his ass in Citrus Heights like about 4 years ago.
I remember this now.
Oh man, he was the police at one time, and they got him through the 23andMe or one of them websites, you know what I mean? Genealogy, DNA. You feel me?
Got hella fools like that, bro. Remember I told you about my partner, his brother got out the Pinta way, right? Like literally, this is a whole nother story in itself. It'd be probably sick if I could find this somewhere, but he got and then I talk about this because he got caught for it. He got caught moving bricks in Australia. He's an Asian bull. He was
Tell me about that.
Some super organized crime shit. They held him. He did his time in Australia prison. Then he got expedited back to America. So he comes back, and then like now here we are. He's gone for like 8 years, and then fucking his brother, who's my age, you know, they all do 23andMe. They find out this fool has a kid out there. Boom, he gets hit with all these years of child support.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, man. Because they find just because that person happened to have done 23andMe as well, the baby moms. Then they start putting it. Oh, well, by the way, we think we have a match of who might be the father or at least kin to the father of your child.
Right.
And
now they're gonna start breaking down. Now they're gonna start breaking down the family tree and lead right back to your motherfucking ass. So everything.
Real talk. Let alone if you did an unaliving. You know what I mean?
100%, bro.
Yeah.
Come back and watch your ass.
He's going down now.
Yep.
And like I'm pretty sure they went bankrupt. All that data to like, you know, one of the ops. You know what I mean?
I got the story saved on here. We could do that on the next show. On my mom, I got that story.
Yeah, I might have been regurgitating some shit that you told me, to be honest. I didn't really know I was doing that right there.
Yeah, we'll do that on the Wednesday.
Hey, you know that 23andMe is going down, bro.
That shit crazy. Bankrupt on my mama, yup. On everything. You got anything going out on the hometown soil story?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because like back then in the 70s, those high schools like Branham and Guntherson and Oak Grove, like these are all the ones that were like the notable schools that have been around for a long time in the South Side. It's like, yeah, you got neighborhoods and like and shit like that, but then like there was also just like nothingness, bro, the orchards and shit like that. You know what I mean? Well, it wasn't nothing, it was something, but it was orchards and shit. You know what I mean? Like
farming land or something.
I grew up in the East Side. And we watched everything get built because before that, when we was kids, it was, you know what I'm saying? It was all construction sites and then the orchards that still existed. But before that, I even remember that when there was all orchards and they just mowing them, they were getting sold and they mowed them all down. And goddamn, everyone gets mice everywhere. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mama, mice, snakes.
All of it.
Oh,
like, I remember growing up like, that is crazy. Because
we had an area like that called Natomas out there going towards the airport.
Orchard, you know what I mean? And go fucking pick all the fucking woo-wops and grab on the shit, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro.
Little kid shit. Then the construction sites had it lit though. You know what I mean? Because then that was the first time I figured out like, oh, we can make money getting these coppers. You know what I mean? Because the uncles and tell us, hey, if you ever see a copper spool, you let us know. We'll cut you in on that shit.
Oh, everything. We got a nice little bit of change for you for a finder's fee.
Shit. I told my dad, oh, really? Then, okay, I'll call your uncle. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
Yeah, they'll come through and whoop, whoop.
The right person ain't nothing but a phone call 2 away. Oh, everything.
Hell yeah, because that was racks.
Come on now. Oh, everything. Yeah, my thing going out on this shit, bruh, is about, you know, the fucking DNA. You know what I mean? We seen something with even that the devil in the Ozark we gonna talk about after this story. You know what I mean? You know, one of the reasons why he was locked up is because of DNA. You know what I mean? He did something up. You know, he did something before he got locked up, and when he got locked up for another case, they hit him with that DNA. Oh, you did this, you know, so many years ago. You're done, 100%. On my mama.
You know, like if you ever see an odd person, right? And he's skin bald on purpose, and even no eyebrows would be extreme. Like these mother, I would immediately think, "Oh, you're a serial killer, aren't you?"
Right.
Well, because you know what I mean, just not a hair on you. You know what I mean?
100%. No DNA, no follicles,
you know what I'm
no
saying?
hair
Those are
follicles
tools to keep
being
them,
left.
You ain't gonna be sweating on nothing. Probably wear
Yeah.
some
Oh
gloves
man.
off top. But just saying, because you know, otherwise you can't be leaking on nothing.
You
Everything's
can't sneeze.
DNA now.
You can't sneeze.
Yeah, before back in the days, in the 70s and 80s DNA shit, they can only determine whether you're a secretor or a non-secretor, which meant like if you're a secretor, pause, it sounds crazy. But like that means like your DNA signature carries and everything. But nowadays, you get into the 90s and the 2000s and beyond, if you know, it didn't matter, just any kind of DNA, you know, a skin, a scraping, or a fucking, you know what I mean, saliva, all these things. It didn't matter if you're a secretor or a non-secretor, they're gonna be able to find the DNA signature. You know what I mean?
And you're cooked.
Yeah, because before it'd be like, oh, how many percentage of the, like, say you're like, oh, this DNA, okay, it's type A negative, but or A positive, but it's goddamn, he's a secretor. So it's like then when you have suspects, the first thing you do is get their DNA and be like, oh, he's a non-secretor, sir. Okay, scratch him off the list. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's how they used to kind of do DNA shit back in the days. Even semen, it was just like, okay, is he a secretor or a non-secretor? Because even in like semen or like spit, but now it's just anything, motherfucking eyelash or goddamn a cigarette butt. A motherfucker just, you know what I mean?
100%. I was watching the case last night.
Skin flake they find, anything, bro. They get your ass.
No, 100%. I was watching the case last night on Forensic Files where the motherfucker 50 years later he ended up getting caught. 40 years later, what it was a young couple coming over from Vancouver, BC, going on a run for the boyfriend's dad's company. All they was doing was going into Seattle to go pick up some parts or go drop off a shipment to one of they clientels, you know what I mean? Just a little business trip. And what happened was the father gave the couple some money to stay in a hotel, but they end up, you know, wanting to sleep in the van to say the dough, you feel me? Just on some little road trip type shit, you feel me? And the motherfucking weirdo comes and knocks both of them off, you know what I mean? 100%. This in like the 70s, early 80s on my mama. He drops both bodies off within a 50-mile radius of between each other. You know what I mean? You feel me? But he do some weird stuff to the girl. You know what I mean? They saved the semen joint, and that's how they got him, was on the motherfucking genealogy DNA shit, bro. On my mama. And they came and he was still alive. 100%. On my mama.
Hopefully he lived a long and shitty life.
On my mama. Tore him up. Facts.
Yeah.
Banks said the LA riots are getting crazy. Yeah,
they are.
That shit is ridiculous, bro.
I remember when I sent the thing to the group thread that first night when it popped off. You know what I mean? But fucking 24 hours later now, they already had the fucking like
National Guard out there,
Marines or whatever the fucking soldiers.
The National Guard, I think it is.
You know,
that crazy, ridiculous, bro.
Generationally, stories are passed on. You know what I mean? Like these things happen in LA, bro. Like whether it was the going back to the George Floyd or going back to the LA riots in the 90s,
the Rodney King, the Watts Wyatt
protests. Oh shit, the war between the blacks and the Koreans. Remember that? Like this city's been through like crazy shit, bro. Like, and the city has an influx of people because like you saw a lot of people from all the fires. They moved in, started populating all the surrounding cities everywhere. You know what I mean? So it's like it's been chaos down there for a cool minute, bro. And then
that's because the motherfuckers be doing the people wrong.
This is insane. Yeah, shit. Skid Row, even
100%, bro. On my mama. And see, and
all the gang shit.
I mean, if California is a sanctuary state, but see, ICE is part of the federal government. You know what I mean? That shit overweighs what Gavin Newsom is talking about. But damn, you know what I mean?
Like,
the way that they've been raiding motherfuckers.
He's staying with me, but his papers ain't straight. Am I getting charged now for housing a fucking or aiding and abetting an illegal citizen? Or a what do they call it? Illegal alien?
Yeah, this shit crazy, bro. Mama. Then these motherfuckers is using force on these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this shit is crazy. Now after I done watched like 4 or 5 videos, that shit just been flooded for the last couple days. You know what I mean?
Facts. Channel 5 is out there right now. Like Channel 5 is out there right now.
Like, you know, for the most part, there is people just trying to peacefully protest, but then, like, you know what I mean? It goes left.
Right.
It goes left because the people's is coming down. The federal, them D's now this time, and they brought in the armed services for real. Yeah, you got Newsom talking about he wants control. He's demanding to know why he was relinquished of his control on the fucking armed services in Cali right now. So here's the governor who's supposed to, quote, by definition, govern this state, right? Trump, right? Like, no, federal shit, bro.
That's because him and Trump is beefing. Him and Trump don't fuck with each other
at all.
Oh man. Let's get into this next one, bro.
He doesn't govern the best. Those friars were the best. My Trump's so horrible, it's the best.
Fuck, bro. Oh my God. Let's get into this next joint, right? Yeah, sure. This is a damn good story right here. You know, hard work, dedication, discipline. You know what I mean? It'll take you a long way. You never know how long it's going to take you to get there. You know what I mean? But as long as you stay at it, you know what I mean? It will happen 100%. And this is what this shows for this young man right here at the age of 18. Watch this shit, y'all.
A chance encounter at a fast food restaurant.
I was just saying this to somebody, bro, because I live my life like people are watching, and that was on every sense of the word, right? Like 100%. For example, you know what I mean? When we was doing alleged things, man, you got to be out there on your P's and Q's like somebody watching you, so you got to be unnoticed. You know what I mean? You got type of shit. But then also like, you know, like, hey, if no one's around, I'm not just going to steal it because no one's around now. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or even then, just like being a good person. Like being an actual genuine good person. I'm not just gonna be that person because I'm online or I'm in front of people. You know what I mean? And boom, when the curtains are closed, you're somebody else. You know what I mean?
That's how I was gonna say it. What you do in the house should be the same person you are outside.
Watching in that sense, the way my version, because I do believe in something greater. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, which in this case, God or whatever title you want to put it to it. So you know, to generalize it to make my point here. You know what I'm saying? Is that like, you know what I mean? Hey. Doing the right thing is because you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? This is just a good kid. He was raised right too. Looking at he graduated. He was like, fuck it. You know, I bet you even it's like, man, I can go treat myself tonight. I just graduated, but you know, I'm gonna save some money. Hey, go hit the Burger King. See the folks over there. Be like, hey, look at me, I made it. You know what I mean? And you know, they showing up celebrities. Oh shit, it's hella packed up in here, man. They don't even try. I got this.
Come on,
you know what I mean? He just doing the right thing.
Straight to it.
And this is that real, I believe in karma, bro. You know what I mean? Listen, I know that justifying, I always say this, if you're justifying something, it's probably wrong. So for example, like vigilantes, you know what I mean? They're whooping some bad guy's ass. It's probably still wrong because it's not your job, but you're a vigilante. you feel good. You're doing it. Like who's gonna tell you you're doing wrong, right? But maybe that's a poor example, right? Because doing the right thing is just because he just wants to do the right thing. You know what I mean? He just wants to help, honestly. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, well, I only do the right thing for good people. You know what I mean? Just like, oh no, I only fuck up the bad guys, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I only sell work to the people in the streets that no one cares about, you know, and let them wither away. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
You know, if you're trying to justify, it's probably wrong. But when you're doing the right thing, it's always just right. There's no need for justifying doing the right thing. You know what I mean?
Right. No, them is
It's
facts.
just the right thing to do.
100%.
He got paid to 200,000. Well, let's go.
100%.
Hey, he's gonna get this. This is this kid's future right here, right? He's gonna take that money. Instead of getting your goddamn student loan, he's gonna go to one of them trade schools, like you said. Boom, he's gonna pay it. Bam. Then he's gonna get this job, work like 4 or 5 years, making good money, saving correctly, you know what I'm saying? And then one day he's gonna own a Burger King, bruh. He's gonna buy that one. He's gonna buy that Burger King.
Buy that Burger King. Have his own auto shop. You know what I mean? He wants to be
an auto shop.
A master mechanic. So that motherfucker, he got a passion for cars, and his passion for cars wasn't the thing that rewarded. Well, it might have been the thing that rewarded him because he had hard work and dedication and discipline. See, little Brody, even though he want to be a mechanic, that motherfucker might be working on projects right now. You know, he might be tinkering with cars and shit like that in his spare time. You know what I mean? 100%. So when he seen his people swamp, you know, like you said, just doing right. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even about getting paid or nothing like that. That motherfucker is a team player. 100%, you know what I mean? And for that to happen on your graduation night, even though I didn't graduate not one bit of nothing, 100%, I didn't been at motherfuckers getting turned up on that specific night. 100%. Your last worry is about getting behind the counter and trying to help out with your peoples, you know what I mean? That's your coworkers, man. Fuck that. I'm trying to turn up. But little bro wasn't on that, man. And, you know, like you said, it's his character.
I probably would have been like, even if I was bruh and I did that, I probably still would have been like, hold on, but make sure this kid's on my time card. You know what I mean? He was just like, he wasn't even tripping off that neither.
No, he wasn't. On everything.
Next week, it's the fries.
Oh, my mama. 100%. You know what I mean? Now, like you said, bro, get to go knock that schooling down, not go get a big ass loan and be in debt. You know what I mean, man? That shit is crazy.
We can move around. You know what I mean? Maybe like a little spend like maybe 2-3 bands on some used car that got like fucking, you know what I mean, some decent mileage on it. He just go to and fro to school. He seems like a smart thinking kid, which is like, which I admire, because when I was that young, I was thinking about getting money and getting fly.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%. Now he's invested into his not only is he invested into a career, but he's also invested into entrepreneurship, because he said he wants to get that money.
You know, I wanted to elaborate a little bit when I said getting money and getting flies, because we just go blow our money on stupid shit.
100%.
Fly, you know what I mean?
Trust me, I know.
Yeah. Well, I know you know. I'm just saying, I wanted to elaborate, because you know what I mean. This kid he's getting fly in different circumstance. You know what I mean?
I mean, you know, one of the lines I always go to is T.I. and ATL, when he was telling little bro that was, you know, going to work for Big Boy, trying to do the you know what I mean, on the corner like type woo wops. And T.I. was letting his little brother know, like, man, you don't got to be the dope boy to be fresh. 100%, man. If you go hard to work, bro, 100%, and stay down to it, bro. Stack your chips right. Maybe go pick up something else that helps you get some more income, bro. You can be just as fly as the motherfucker that's doing a whole lot of shit that he shouldn't be doing in order to be fly. Them is facts. Oh, my mama. And little bro, he got his head straight paused at 18 years old, to where, man, I'm finna go to school, invest in myself. 100%, bro. And it's a wrap. I'm gonna be a boss here in 5 years, like you said, Bogey. Oh, my mama.
Yeah. And like, he'll be what, 23?
Come on now.
Maybe at that point. And you know what I mean? He'll probably be at his job by the time he's 30, bro. You know what I mean? He might what is it called? He might got his own shop already in that Burger King.
Them
He
is
be the
facts.
George Jefferson of the hood, B.
Come on now. Moving on up
Moving on to
to
the
the
east
east
side.
side
To that great big apartment in the sky.
in the sky. Oh, my mama, talk that shit. Them is facts. What you got going out on this one, bro?
Beans don't fry in the kitchen.
Come
What is
on
it?
now.
Beans don't burn on the grill. Oh yeah,
Come
fish
on now.
don't fry in the kitchen. Beans don't burn on the grill. Took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. Oh, we're gonna remix that. Push that boulder up that hill.
Uh-oh. Come on now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, in the kitchen, always cooking. Oh, my mama, them is facts.
You know what I'm
Remix
saying?
the George Jefferson shit. Oh, my mama.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who
everything.
did that,
Yeah,
huh?
shout out to Lil Bro.
Oh, it was Nelly did that, huh? Back in the day.
What's that?
Like they did like that, like a moving on up type of flip.
The batter up?
In the kitchen.
Oh, yeah, the batter up. I think it was batter up.
He basically like
Batter up.
I'll find it. I'll send it to you.
I want to say it might have been
Well, 'cause
batter
see,
up is
that
the
was the
name.
first thing I immediately did when I was like, "Ooh, we should flip that." And I started thinking in my head, "Who's done that?" And it's like the fucking brain
The
scan.
Spidey senses went off.
Yeah. Oh, Nelly and the Lunatics did it. Never mind.
Oh, my
Scratch
mama.
it. And there's been so many times I'll come to the lab and I'm like, "Oh, I got this SOS band joint." It was the one that you know the way I do.
Oh,
And I'm like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh,
I'm
my
all the way
mama.
to the lab slapping.
No one's gonna love you
Boom. I'm like, hey, pull this
like
up, Prime.
I do.
He pulls it up and then we're slapping it. And then right away he just stops it. He's like, starts typing, and he starts pulling up all the artists that flipped this one. He's like, "You want to do this one?" I'm like, yeah.
You could
I
go
don't
to a
care if
website
everyone
and
did
look
it,
at that.
but we didn't do it because he's like, "Yeah, let's just go flip something else." Like, yeah, you're right.
You could go to a website and look at that.
No, he just went and started typing up different artists, like just from his brain, like pulling up different songs on YouTube and playing them one by one, like, you know what I mean? And then block. Oh, I got remember pull up the Camp Low and move. I'm like, Camp Low did it too. Or, you know what I mean? We're just going through different artists that. And I was like, damn it. All right, fine. We won't do that one. You know what I mean? But that beat's fucking hard. Boom, 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 boom. That shit, you know, I like the 80s. I've gravitated to all the 80s shit.
100%. Do you know have you ever heard of Loose Ends?
Loose Ends? What's
Yeah.
one of their joints?
Matter of fact, Camp Low got one of their beats too. Oh, my mama. Fuck. Now I'm getting put on the spot for a song. Well, see, they from London. Oh, my mama, but they slapped.
Word.
They was one of the illest R&B groups there was of the 80s. Hold on, let me just see.
Sick.
I got them on my shit.
Them.
Let's see.
I almost want to look this up.
Okay, here we go right here. You Can't Stop the Rain. So you remember the Shaq song? The Shaq, remember when Shaq did the You Can't Stop the Rain?
Yeah, that's the sample.
That's Loose Ends.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Shaq had some joints, man.
That was one of his hardest songs ever was You Can't Stop the Rain, but that's a Loose End song. You can't stop the rain.
Okay.
I forgot, man. Hey,
look, I'm getting laced up. I didn't even know the Loose Ends was from the UK.
Yeah, on my mama. They from the UK. Facts.
Let's go.
On my mama. That's that 80s. That's that mid
was like some super
type
individuality type shit too, though. So everybody they dressed all funky, or however they wanted to dress. You know what I mean?
On their album covers, they look like they from over here. Oh, my mama.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, everything. That shit federal. Watch when you go down they shit, bro. On everything. They got gas.
Okay, yeah.
Everything.
I'm about to go flip some fucking Loose Ends joints.
Come on now. 100%. I got to show you the one that Camp Low sampled too. I'll play it after the show on my mama.
Word. Shoot me the link too.
Shout out to Lil Bruh, man, for just staying down. Determination, dedication, discipline. You know what I mean? The 3Ds, pause. You know what I mean? That should have taken you a long way, bro. 100%. You know what I mean? You got to stay down for the come up. 100%. Rest in peace to my cousin Saran. 100%. That was one of his sayings. You know what I mean? No matter how long it takes you to get to where you going, man. 100%. Just stay putting your best foot forward. 100%. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna happen, man. 100%. It ain't on your time. On my mama. And we are not, even though we are in the microwave age, you know what I mean? It ain't gonna get you nowhere, big bro. Your candle gonna die out real fast. 100%. Shout out to Diamond Joe in the building. What's up, big bro?
Diamond Joe, yeah, he just hit me right now. My bad. I told him hit me up on the road. Yeah, I hit you up in like 15, Steamboat, because we got some World War news to
Oh
get
my
to.
mama.
Or World War business. There you go.
And Brandon said the rumor of Jair Alexander highest odds are to the Niners, with him getting cut from the motherfucking Packers.
Wow, he got cut from the Yackers.
Yeah, happened this morning.
Okay,
they released him.
Come to the Niners, B.
Oh my mama. Let's get into our last topic.
Fucking 12 million or whatever the fuck.
Come on now.
Or
take a team-friendly deal.
Whatever they get paid, whatever's decent for them. I forget what corners get paid. Oh, the good corners are getting 30 right now, huh?
Yeah, that's what Stingley got, I think.
All right, come on. We'll give you a dub. 1 year. I think we can afford that actually too.
Facts. Here go the last one of the day, y'all. They done finally caught the devil in the Ozarks, man. They done found this motherfucker. So let's see. Oh wait, I didn't share it. My bad.
Oh, okay.
That at least happen once or twice a week. No lie. Fire it up without sharing the screen. Hella bird. Okay.
Police Chief Grant Hardin is back in police custody. This after a 13-day manhunt. Shortly after he was captured, Hardin's former boss at the Eureka Springs Police Department, Earl Hyatt, told News Nation it's a good thing authorities caught him when they did.
He's a violent individual, and you know, my fear was that if he felt like it would be in his best interest to help him escape, he would have hurt somebody.
News Nation's Mills Hayes has been following this story closely, joins us now on the ground in Arkansas with the very latest. Mills.
Hey, Kelly. Well, people here in Calico Rock are breathing somewhat of a sigh of relief. But remember, this is a small community. And one person even told me that it's not a matter of if people here have guns, but whether or not how many or what kind they have. And so a lot of people we spoke with throughout the week said that they weren't that concerned, but they are really grateful that he has been captured now. You guys can see the first images of him being apprehended by law enforcement. He was taken into custody by Border Patrol, their tactical unit out of West Texas. And this is a group that is taught and trained to search and find individuals like this. And we spoke to some people who live here who say that they are somewhat frustrated, though, because they feel like they were telling local police and local sheriff's deputies that something was off in certain areas of town, and they don't feel like they were listened to until Border Patrol came in. Now, we did speak one of our local affiliates with one of the women who lives right next to where they found Hardin, and this is what she had to say last night.
After the Border Patrol showed up today, all of a sudden, trucks came from everywhere and SUVs. There was, I want to say there's 20 or 30 of them. I don't know for sure, but they all took off down this way. And next thing we know, they're hauling Grant Hardin out from back here, out of the woods.
And Hardin has a long past in law enforcement throughout the years, especially in Northwest Arkansas. I spoke with some people who live in the communities where he used to be a constable, Benton County. And they tell me that he was the kind of person who was supposed to be preventing crime, but instead he was creating crime. And so a lot of frustration there. But as you guys can see, that capture by Border Patrol yesterday is definitely a welcome sign for the people who live here in this community, Kelly.
Yeah, you would certainly imagine so. What happens, Mills, to Hardin now?
Well, he's been transferred to another Arkansas Department of Corrections unit. He's in the Varner unit, and I'm told that he is in the Super Max unit of that specific prison, and that's about 30 miles south of Pine Bluff. For those of you who don't know the area, it's a couple hours south of where we are right now, but he is going to be in a Super Max facility, so a much more guarded area than where he was here in the North Central unit, just a couple of miles away, Kelly.
Thank you. They're not gonna let this motherfucker out. There nobody's sight this time.
Right.
Remember when we first initially covered this story? And like and then they were like, there was cave systems and all kind of wood areas that he could have escaped to. And I was like, man, the bruh's he's got to jump in somewhere in a car or something. Like, how far is Arkansas from, what was it, Mississippi before? Or Alabama?
Nah, he was always in Arkansas.
Oh, it was always locked up in Arkansas. Okay.
Yep. He only got caught a mile and a half away from the prison that he escaped from.
So he was just docked in the woods or something for like a week?
Yep, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, because remember, I was like, with no bad weather or nothing, this fool better be the illest covering his tracks. Like every time he steps on a twig and breaks it, he throws it somewhere, and he's walking in socks and like walking, and walking in fucking big fucking zigzags. So it's like he's never leaving any kind of trail for any of these high level trackers. That was going to be on him. You know what I mean? Right. And it took them 2 weeks. They were gonna find, like they said, these people this is what they specialize in. They're high level trackers.
And I don't know if
I'm surprised it took him that long. Because I was like, he's gone. There's no way. I also said if he was organized enough to get someone to give him a jacket and get him up out of there, he's got someone with a car waiting. You know what I mean? But he gets not.
And the thing is like, what is today? Today, Monday. So what was it? Yesterday or Saturday, they got him. Later on in the week, last week, they've got a warrant to get the signets, the cell towers, all the information. So they was scanning to make sure didn't nobody, because you can get all the text messages and the back and forth numbers to each other and all that shit. So that's one of the reasons probably why they stayed focusing on a certain area around, what I mean? Because they knew that motherfucker didn't get up out of there. I mean, they still got to do their due diligence 100%, you know what I mean? And then in the fucking story, it sounded like they said that motherfuckers was telling them that they think he over here. You feel me? Yeah. It sounded like the reporter said they were telling residents were telling them like something's not right over here.
Yeah.
Oh my mama.
Ooh, that's what you meant.
Now I don't know if I heard that right, but that's what I thought I heard the lady say.
Area very well too. Once he got up in them woods, he definitely knew this joint. You know what I mean?
Well, that motherfucker must have been, like you said, in one of them caves, and he had to finally come out because the motherfucker ran out of the shit that he had.
You in this moldy ass, damp ass cave, and it's cold too, and like then it's all, you know what I mean?
And it was the daytime. The pictures that they got when they got him, it was in the daytime. He was forced out.
We got the cave surrounded.
Oh my mama. Yeah, they done finally caught his ass. Go sit your ass down in the Supermax in Arkansas.
I mean, they had drones,
write it out.
Whole woo wop, like good. I'm glad. You know what I mean?
That's what the Orange Juice and the Blunt for Breakfast morning show is about keeping the people updated. And we did this the third time we done brought this dude up.
We did it, y'all.
100%. He's out of here. Fuck him. Oh my mama. You got anything going out, big bro?
That one, that was pretty cool because that was the first time we've got a story that we've been covered and there was a resolution. That's what I'm going out on. You know what I mean? I'm glad that the devil of the Ozarks is now in a Supermax. That was another one of those ones too, like you said, with the DNA woo wop. You know what I'm saying? He was already arrested for some other shit, murder. And then they hit him with the other shit, like, look, we got your DNA in this serial rape case.
Oh my mama.
That was a real weirdo.
Real weirdo.
Hopefully some bats bit his ass up in them caves.
Abusing his power.
Rabies and shit.
The head of the police.
He's all rabbit now. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
Came out foaming at the mouth.
Fuck him.
They put him down. They put him down like, but no one felt bad like it was Old Yeller, you know?
Every day. Facts.
Yeah, no one felt bad like Old Yeller, but this one they're like, fuck it, put him down.
Oh my mom.
Supermax.
Let the people know where they can find you at, big bro. What's cooking up, man?
We got playmakers this week, right? Oh, we got Wake Your Game Up tomorrow morning. You know what I'm saying? Streaming simulcasting from the Gen Wealth Net, the Heart to Start, and the Neon Peacock channel as well. So check us out. 9 o'clock West Coast time, usually when we fire this thing up. So 11 o'clock Central time, 11 o'clock a.m. that is. Then catch us Wednesday or Thursday evening for Playmakers. Probably Thursday again, because I like as long as it works for Peacock and me and you, because Spencer, that's the night that works for him. So I'm always down for our guy Spencer.
100%. Guru Nation.
Hell yeah.
Oh my mama, 100% for our main man.
Bogard scot-free anywhere you consume your music, Apple, Spotify, things of that nature. Gen Wealth Net on YouTube, Gen Wealth Net _ all one word on the gram. Let's go.
Peacock said, great job, gang. Daphne, Velma, Fred, this calls for a bogey snack. Oh, my mama.
Yes.
Diamond Joe said, great work, fellas. Another case solved by the GWN. Oh, my mama.
You know what I'm saying? One case at a time.
Come on now, the pieces of shit. Oh, my mama. Hey, 100% for
another piece of shit flushed right down the toilet.
Them is facts. For Slim, man, 100% from a fan's perspective on YouTube and Boogie Vision 45 on Instagram. You can find the Heart to Start anywhere, man. Just type in Heart to Start, all one word with the number 2, 100%. We gonna pull up, man. On my mama, I'm in the lab cooking. You know, the motherfucking thing done came off well, it ain't all the way off, but it's coming off 100% pause, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to get back in there.
Sizzle it.
Oh, my mama.
Sizzle it right off.
Come on now, Cole. Hey, oh my mama, thugged out type shit. Oh, yeah. Everything.
That's how
Let's
do it.
Go. And catch us in the morning, man. Oh my mama. Good looking for pulling up on us today. 100%. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe out there, man. And get home, kick back, and we gonna do it all over again tomorrow, man. 100%, man. Oh my mama.
Man, shout out to our boy Slim. Love you, boy.
100%, big bro. Oh my mama. Come on now. Let's switch over to the motherfucking the GWN and we'll catch y'all in the morning, man. Peace.
Happy anniversary, babe.
Happy anniversary. Let's get it.
Go.
Oh my mama.